Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of pat.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Achane will score. Touchdown, Miami.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And now they'll shift things around. A give up the middle to Kelly. To the 43, second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, You've had a really, really good performance.
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cam Smith, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it is 28-0. Raiders nothing.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early, but that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And O'Connell now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's O'Connell. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken in at the 11. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 9. Now they'll change things up. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Raiders' 5-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw, O'Connell. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Smash.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 9 here. Now it's O'Connell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they're on 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now O'Connell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. 21 yards there on third down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jimenez. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
He'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's fourth. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To the air again with O'Connell. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Josh Jobe. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw here, O'Connell. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Three quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. O'Connell. It's caught here by Adams. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll go for it. O'Connell. Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes a catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. O'Connell looking to throw on 1st. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cam Smith. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll run it. HN with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The kick by Elliott is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, Is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. O'Connell from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down throw, O'Connell. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Check smash. Check smash. Come 19. Check go.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And now here is another interception. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here's Achane to start the drive. And some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So not just a blowout.